Hi, I'm Lee Parks. I've been an art teacher and into the arts pretty much my whole life. Right now I'm a volunteer and on board of directors at the Liberty Art Museum, and we're having a show that features the panels that I've done on historic buildings and other sites in Sullivan County and around Liberty particularly. So I came to Liberty in 1968 from Franklin, New York, and I've taught in the high school art, photography, and various other disciplines until 1994 when I retired. Upon retirement, I have been volunteering at the museum and involving myself in other activities, art-wise and otherwise, which I'm still doing. Okay, this panel here represents, there are two ages of hotels in Sullivan County, the Silver Age and the Golden Age. So these are the Silver Age hotels that existed in the early days of the tourist industry in Sullivan County. So this is an example of, this is Grossinger's in its earlier phase. This was the Liberty House. This is actually this building that we're in, the Pellman House, which was a hotel in downtown Liberty. And so it was famous from that area. Going on to the Golden Age, these came later in Liberty, and this is still around, and the Browns Hotel burned not too long ago, the Stevensville, which is still here. The Young's Gap Hotel, which is at the top of the mountain, is no longer in existence, and the Paramount, which had a new life, and then it got another fire and we lost that. So these were the later hotels before the demise of the hotel industry in Sullivan County. I painted this panel about the bridges in Sullivan County, which are quite unique and historic. We have 3 covered bridges here. Actually, there are 2 more covered bridges that aren't displayed here. And here's the Stone Arch Bridge in Canosa and the Stone Arch Bridge in Tustin over near the Delaware River. So they're tourist attractions and historically significant. This is the bridge in Beaverkill, and this is the bridge up near Claryville, and this is the Van Tram Bridge in Livingston Manor, Canosa and Tustin. So those are the famous bridges in Sullivan County. Throughout my career, I've had several students, quite a few students, who have pursued art in some form in their own livelihood. One is Kim Simons from Liberty, who is famous for her cake decorating. She's been on the Cake Wars on television, won many awards, and has a lot of notoriety through that, and she's still doing that and is currently involved in one of these competitions. Another young person is Steve Walsh, who works in Monticello at the Veterans Affairs. He's head of the Veterans Affairs, and I guess he's somewhat wounded veteran, or was a wounded veteran, and he showed himself in his artistic ways by painting cartoon characters and so forth on the noses of the airplanes, the jet planes, when he was in service.